So this is car body number 1. Not having any symptoms on cylinders 1 and 2, but I got rebuild kits for all 3 sets. So we're gonna go ahead and rebuild them all. Pulled the lower unit and didn't find anything. Water pump is fine, it's brand new. I just put it on chasing down this overheat issue, and there's no water issue. It's getting plenty of flow. It's got to be in the car. It's got to be a fuel issue. It truly did lean out. It looks like a lean out too. Cylinder wall is still round. No sign of this in the cylinder itself of the metal getting too hot. Typically you would see that, like the oil glazing turning that purplish hue. But nothing's for certain. I'm still tracking it down, so I'm going to go ahead and get these cleaned off in the parts washer and replace every replaceable part that comes with the gasket kit. Alright, so this one, body 2, is our suspect. cylinders 3 and 4. I'm going to rebuild it or take it apart on these white sheets, looking for anything that may have caused it to lean out bad enough to melt the piston, specifically cylinder 4. So I didn't find anything in here, just like the other 3 times I've done this. But what I haven't done is replace the needle seats and that is it. My issue it wasn't a jetting issue. I had 86 mains in these carbs, and that is a crap ton of fuel moving. It was fairly rich, to be honest. Cylinder 4. It's not a water issue, or is it? I don't think so. But plenty of flow. Well, I guess I'm going to get these cleaned out in the parts washer, blown out again with compressed air, and reassembled. And I'm going to finish that body 3, the bottom set, and go ahead and do them all. Alright, so I've gone through and cleaned thoroughly all 3 bodies. I've replaced all the gaskets, needle seat, everything. I even pinched my needle clips. Recommendation of James Perry. Pinch those needle clips so that they're tighter. You close the gap. That little wire clip, won't focus. But you pinch that guy and you close the gap, make it tighter so it grabs the paddle on the float more securely. So just the tiniest fraction of movement of the float the needle will respond to that opening and closing that needle valve. Anyway, they're thoroughly cleaned. I didn't find a single issue, no problem at all. Carbs are good. I mean, absolutely no issue. I've also looked at all my reeds. They're good. Now the problem, same issue, 2 different power heads. I never really suspected the reeds, but I'm checking everything. I know one thing, I'm tired of going out on the water. Try to get up on plane, I get the overheat alarm. Now keep in mind, I didn't have the port side head tip sensor in this when this happened. So I'll put it in this one. So now this one's alerting me before I do that to that. But I did pull the heads the other day. A buddy come over here. I know I said I was going to record the whole thing. Buddy come over here and helped me rip this whole thing apart. That's when I got the footage of the lower unit pump and all that. But We tag teamed the power head, got it lifted up, double checked everything, ran compressed air through all the water passages, checked poppet, thermostats, whole 9 yards. It's good. But I did find a little bit of scoring in number 4 from the piston swelling a little bit when it gets hot. Swelling beyond the point of the rings liking. So I'm verifying that I still have a temp issue over here in number 4. Good water flow, good pressure. I'm not concerned about water anymore. I've pulled that lower unit off 4 times now. Swapped a brand new pump for a brand new pump, rebuilt it, double checked everything. Epoxy plug is still secure, bonded to the case. Good clean passageway from the pickups through my hoses on both sides into the cavity where the water pump intake pulls the water in. Everything's good. Your guess is as good as mine. Alright, so carbs are all bolted back on. Things good on the fuel side. Got my fuel line capped off because I'm fixing to set timing again. I'm going to double check. I want to see, I usually set timing on number 1. I want to see where number 4 is. Now, it's not uncommon to have plus or minus 1 or 2 degrees from cylinder to cylinder when you set full advanced timing. What a lot of guys do, and what the guys that taught me how to do this, they check it top dead center and set timing on every one. They set their full advance based on the most advanced slug. It's kind of what I'm going to do. Not really. I've already got some data, right? So I already know we got overheat here. Doesn't look to be detonation caused. It looks to be a little bit of detonation caused by the heat, not vice versa. But at any rate, we're going to check timing on this hole here and see what it's doing. That's why I don't have my fuel hooked up yet. But all these guys are good to go, brand new, everything, clean as a whistle. Normally it takes me about 2 hours to pull the bodies off, clean, rebuild, whatnot. Took me 4 hours this time, and had nothing to do with setting up the camera. The shots are poor. I didn't put much time into that. You can tell. So that's where we're at. We'll go ahead and put the stacks back on it. They don't really contribute to this issue at all, so it's okay to put them back on. Anyway, that's where we are. So let's get everything set up. Get my dial indicator out. I'd show you how I made it. You can buy them pre-made, but I made one that's simple enough. So yeah, let's go from there. Okay, so this is what we use to set top dead center. I made this one myself. It is a straight dial indicator, and I've epoxied a spark plug thread. By disassembling the spark plug, I've epoxied that thread to the outer shaft of the dial indicator, right? So now I'll screw this guy into the spark plug hole and get it to where it's secure, and then when I rotate the flywheel, I can see when I hit top dead center. Mark my 0 on the flywheel there. Rotate it counterclockwise, 1.5 rotations of this dial. That's 25 degrees. And then I mark it on the flywheel there and mark the block at that corresponding mark and check timing. Hook my timing light up and see what we got. So that's the process. I'll show you on film here coming up. So I'm at top dead center right now, number 4. That is 25 degrees advance. Let's mark it on the flywheel. Here's the truth of it. Those are very similar temperatures to the last 10 times I've taken it out for a water test and still overheated. I didn't go into detail in the video about the adapter plates, so I want to clear that up now. Yes, I've been through both halves of the adapter plate. Nothing wrong. It's all good. Water tube's good. The connection from the water tube to the pump and vice versa to the grommet in the adapter, it's all good. I just want to clear that up now. I've got plenty of fuel flow, plenty of water flow. We'll see what this water test does. Thanks for watching, guys. If you can think of anything that I didn't, please leave a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. Yeah, even the simple stuff. But just to let you know, I'm probably going to tell you I've already done it more than once. So there we are. Thanks for watching. Appreciate your help.